Well, thank you, Mr. Chairman, again. And Mr. Chairman, I want to ask you if you will commit to bringing DOGE before us to hold a hearing on the whistleblower report.
We're working at, my understanding as legal counsel is looking at the whistleblowers. Obviously, there's sensitivity around that. I do think there'll be some more information that comes out over that. We want to make sure that, one, we protect the confidentiality of the whistleblower, and we'll figure out how to move forward with that, working with the whistleblower and their representatives on what to do moving forward.
Is that a yes?
Well, I don't know if we'll have a hearing, but certainly we want to proceed. Obviously, it's very important on whistleblowers to make sure that not only do we make sure the programs work right, but also make sure that we protect their confidentiality and their preferences as well.
Well, I know how fervent everybody was on the other side of the aisle to make sure that Hunter Biden, the whistleblower there, was brought in, and be nice to see that when you have something at stake, and this is all the information on Hunter, when we have something like everyone's Social Security records at stake here, I think it's mandatory that this Congress and the American people know exactly what's happened. Mrs. Groninger, would you agree with that?
Yes, I think it is an important topic, and I think people would like to know more.
Let me ask the other panelists, do you agree that the whistleblower should, in these charges, let me start with an easy question. Do you have any idea, Mr. Tyree, where that information is, SSA, that DOGE spirited away?
I do not, Mr. Larson, and
I understand.
based on my lived experience, I'd like to know where it is as well, but I'm not going to speak for others.
Sure.
Thank you.
Mrs. Walsh?
No, I do not know where it is.
Mr. Sanderson? Dr. Hoffman? No, it's, again, I understand. I get the point that you probably can't possibly know, but here it is, and you all did an excellent job in your presentations and have valid concerns about disability and how we can improve it. But how can we improve it if we're laying off 7,000 people? If we're not fixing the antiquated phone system, if we're saying it's all going to change because of AI, and yet an unvetted group of people is allowed to come in and look at everybody's individual records. Is that a good thing, Mrs. Groninger?
No, I don't think so, Representative Larson.
Dr. Hoffman?
I will note that from a contractor point of view, we have to go through extensive vetting to be able to access data.
But no one from DOGE did. Mr. Sanderson?
Yeah, in general, I think it's very important to maintain people's privacy and their confidential information. I think that's always the case in any setting.
Mrs. Walsh?
I agree, you have to be vetted, and there is a process for being cleared to be able to see information.
Thank you. Mr. Tyree?
Yeah, I believe it's a subject matter that should be kept confidential at all times.
So we have this situation where we have the nation's #1 anti-poverty program for the elderly, the #1 anti-poverty program for children, carrying all of the documentation of more than 70 million people, but in essence, it's all of America who is going to be on Social Security. And certainly and clearly, there are things that we could do to improve and help and aid people with disabilities, the waiting period to receive disabilities. People have died waiting to get their disability payments. Why, in God's name, are we spiriting that information away and putting it in a cloud? Whatever the good that means, I just can't fathom it. And I think it's, Mr. Chairman, I think it's important that this committee, who has the Committee of Cognizance, gets the answers to this. We tried earlier with a inquiry of resolution to have Elon Musk come before here, but apparently there are some people in this country that are above the law and don't have to come before the Congress. And now we have DOGE, 24-year-olds, unvetted, unaccountable, doing the same thing with people's information, unaccountable for. I want to thank the witnesses for your candor and your honesty.